Hello everyone, Mocha Bear here. Welcome back to Mocha Bear's Hobby Den. Today we have a preview of a 5e resource book by Homebrewed Games that will be coming out to Kickstarter soon. Shall we get started? So if you've been following my channel long enough, you've noticed I've done an unboxing video for a Kickstarter project called Druids Secrets of the Primal Circle by Homebrewed Games. And because of that video, one of the creators, Matthew Yarrow, reached out to me and offered me some early access to some of the preview information for me to go through, check out, and then to provide for you all in preparation for their next Kickstarter project, Guardians of Secret and Shadow, which I have done a video for already. The link to Druids Secret of the Primal Circle and the Guardians of Secret and Shadow are going to be in the description box down below. I will also have a little playlist that will pop up over on this side of the screen at the end of this video, so feel free to check those out. But today, we are going to check out some playtest preview for the upcoming 5e resource book that Homebrewed Games is going to be releasing, again titled Guardians of Secret and Shadow. Now, the PDF for this is available for free on drivethrurpg.com. Link to that will be in the description box down below, as well as the link to their Facebook where it is also posted. So feel free to click on those, check them out. But let's go ahead and take a look into this. So here is the cover for the PDF. This says, Hadron of Callister and Kosar hunt for the source of a Gloombriar within the northern forest of Umber. Warden. So this is the Ranger alternative. Drawn to life in the wild, Wardens revel in the great outdoors, relying on finely honed skill, knowledge, and experience to overcome challenges and thrive in difficult environments. Although they share similar pursuits and passions with Druids and Rangers, Wardens differ. Even without Druidic magic, a Warden is as much a pathfinder, tracker, hunter, warrior, and leader as other classes that wander in the wild places of realms. Adventurers at heart. The ideals of travel, survival, and discovery are central to Wardens. Those same ideals are foundational elements of an adventurer's lifestyle. Thus, Wardens are natural adventurers. They often lead other adventurers, mainly when the destination is unknown or unexplored. Adapting to new environments and remaining vigilant to threats are well-refined traits the Warden brings to a group. Well-known travelers. Due to their frequent and distant travels, Wardens are among the most recognized and respected or notorious characters in any area they frequent. Some are celebrities known throughout a nation or across even larger areas. Travelogues written by Wardens become some of the best guides for later travelers, mainly when the writings include popular, well-traveled areas. Wardens are known for finding little-known, out-of-the-way locations near or within even the most thoroughly explored places. Deadly warriors. As trailblazers and guides, Wardens often find themselves at the forefront of any expedition, including when a group encounters hostile enemies. Using speed, skill, positioning, and the most effective tricks available, Wardens have the skills to keep themselves and their allies alive through the worst. So up here, we've got class features. So as a Warden, you gain the following class features. Hit dice are 1d10 per Warden level. Then your hit points at first level are 10 plus your con modifier. After that, it's 1d10 or 6 plus your con modifier per Warden level after first. Proficiencies. You get armor, such as light, medium, and shields. For weapons, we get simple weapons, martial weapons. Tools, leatherworker's tools, hunter's kit, and one other tool of your choosing. The hunter's kit, again, if you saw my previous video on this project, is something that is new brought by this project. For saving throws, it's Constitution and Intelligence. Skills, you've got Survival and choose 2 from Acrobatics, Animal Handling, Athletics, History, Insight, Investigation, Medicine, Nature, Perception, and Stealth. So that is quite a nice list of options. And the fact that you get Survival automatically is really good. Equipment, you start with the following equipment in addition to the equipment granted by your background. So you can either go with A, Scale Mail, or B, Studded Leather Armor. You also go with A, 2 short swords, B, 2 simple melee weapons, or C, 1 martial weapon. And then A, you get a Dungeoneer's pack or an Explorer's pack. You also get a Hunter's kit, leather worker's tools, longbow, and a quiver of 20 arrows. So that is a nice setup. Alright, proficiency bonus and specialization is optional. So you should be familiar with the mechanics of your character's proficiency bonus and the concept of expertise. As it stands in the rules, expertise doubles a character's proficiency bonus with a specific skill. It is our opinion that doubling the bonuses can be too much, possibly even game-breaking. Plus, it creates massive jumps in capability rather than a smooth, reasonable progression. Therefore, we have created an intermediate step between proficiency and expertise called specialization. The Warden's specialization bonus is calculated at 1.5 times their proficiency bonus, rounded down. You can find the correct specialization bonuses for each level in the specialization bonus column of the Warden table. Should you choose to adopt this fundamental change, the specialization bonuses in the Warden table would be applicable to any class, subclass, features, or situation that grants expertise. If you choose not to use this rule, then wherever specialization is mentioned, you should use the standard rules for expertise instead. Alternatively, if you allow both specialization and expertise to exist in the same game, you can allow players to apply specialization to 2 skills instead of applying expertise to 1. Ooh, that's really nice. Alright, let's see here. So here's the Warden's table. See here, proficiency bonus is 2 till 5th level, so it's looking like that stays the same for everything. Specialization bonus, there you go. So it's a +3 from level 1 till level 5 when it becomes 4, and then it becomes 6 at level 9, 7 at level 13, then maxes out at 9 at level 17. We get a thing called ambush damage, which starts at 1d6, then at 5th level becomes 2d6, 9th level 3d6, 13th level becomes 4d6, and then 17th level 5d6, but level 20 it maxes out at 6d6. Features, we've got Hunter Sign, Precise Strike, and Wayfarer at first level. So let's go ahead and take a look through here. Hunter Sign. Beginning at first level, you learn a language of silent communication using hand gestures called Hunter Sign. This language allows you to convey messages to those who can see you without speaking. It is typically used when hunting or in a tactical situation when silence is important. This is a feature that we had talked about and that I mentioned in, again, my previous video for this project. Hunter Sign focuses on concepts such as numbers, positioning, movement, individual identity of creatures, creature type, weapon type, and other ideas related to movement, hunting, ambush, or combat that would benefit from silence. While the language offers the full range of concepts most languages have, it is designed for quick communication of those concepts listed above. Consequently, conveying ideas outside those topics takes longer and often requires the use of both hands. Some of the gestures used in Hunter Sign are understandable even by those who have not been formally taught the language. If a creature does not know Hunter Sign, it must make a DC 15 Wisdom Insight check to understand the general meaning and may misinterpret some of the message even if the check succeeds. If the check fails, the creature either doesn't understand or completely misinterprets the message. Precise Strike. Beginning at first level, you know how to strike at a foe's most vulnerable areas. Once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 damage to one creature you hit with a weapon attack if you have advantage on the attack roll. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it, that enemy isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. So it is a Ranger's or Warden's version of sneak attack, which is awesome. The amount of extra damage you deal with your Precise Strike increases, and I've already listed what they are when they level up. We've got the Wayfarer. Starting at first level, you gain specialization with the survival skill. You also gain the following benefits when traveling in a wilderness environment. Even when you are engaged in another activity, such as foraging, navigating, or tracking, you remain alert to danger. You can move stealthily at a normal pace. When you forage, you find twice as much food as you normally would, and while tracking other creatures, you also learn their exact number, sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area. In addition, you learn to speak, read, and write one language of your choice. The language must be a language that is widely spoken in your world. That is cool. Again, this is an alternative to the Ranger. So you're going to see a lot of ranger features in here, a lot of their wording in here. Level 2, you get combat training. So when you reach 2nd level, then again at 7th, 12th, and 17th level, you learn a specialized form of combat. When you gain a level in this class, you can replace one of your battle mastery choices with a different one from the list. Choose one of the following options. Assisted Strike. As a bonus action, you can take the help action, but only to help an ally attack a creature. Double Shot. Once on your turn, when you make a ranged weapon attack that uses ammunition, you can load a second piece of ammunition into the weapon and fire it at the same target using the same attack. If the attack hits, roll normal damage for the additional piece of ammunition, but do not add any bonuses other than for magical ammunition, even if the attack is a critical hit. Fast Grab. You can initiate a grapple as a bonus action. Focus Strike. You can use a bonus action to distract one creature within your reach, creating an opening for a follow-up attack. Roll a d20 and add your attack bonus with the melee weapon you're wielding. The DC is 10 plus the target creature's Wisdom Insight bonus. If you succeed, they may deal precise strike damage against that creature with any one of your weapon attacks till the end of the current turn, even if you do not meet the requirements for precise strike. Creatures too unintelligent to understand tactics, such as animated plants, are not susceptible to a feint. Okay. Knife Fighter. You gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls with daggers. Offhand Attack. As a bonus action, you can make one melee weapon attack with a light weapon or an unarmed strike. Marksman. Once on your turn, when you hit with a ranged weapon attack, you can re-roll the weapon's damage dice and use whichever result is better. Okay. Parry. As a reaction, which you use when you are hit by a melee weapon attack or a ranged attack with a thrown weapon, you add a bonus to your AC equal to half your proficiency bonus. You may use this reaction after knowing the result of the attack roll, but before the damage is rolled. Alternately, you may apply this bonus to an adjacent ally when that ally is hit by a melee weapon attack, if the attacker is also within your reach. You may use a melee weapon or shield to use this feature. Okay, I like that. Pugilist? Your unarmed strikes inflict 1d4 plus either your strength or dexterity modifier bludgeoning damage, instead of normal unarmed strike damage. When you take the attack action, you may use a bonus action to make one unarmed strike on your turn. Nice. Push. As a bonus action, you can shove a creature. Rapid Shot. After you take the attack action on your turn and make only ranged weapon attacks, you can immediately use a bonus action to make one additional ranged weapon attack with the same weapon type, provided you haven't moved that turn. After you make the bonus action attack, your speed becomes 0 for the remainder of the turn. That's really useful because it gives you an extra attack, technically, even though you're just using your bonus action. Rush. As a bonus action, you move up to half your speed. After moving at least 10 feet in a straight line, you can make one melee weapon attack against a target within your reach as part of the same bonus action. Okay. Shield Bash. As a bonus action, you can make a melee weapon attack using your shield when you take the attack action on your turn. You must be proficient with a shield, and if the attack hits, it causes 1d4 plus your strength modifier bludgeoning damage. Lastly, Shield Cover. When you are subject to an effect that forces you to make a dex saving throw, you can use your reaction to position your shield to help deflect the effect, gaining the shield's +2 AC bonus to your save. If you're using a magical shield with a +1 or better bonus, you can add the shield's magical bonus to your dexterity saving throw too. That is awesome. Fighting style, so optional. If you would rather use the traditional fighting styles instead of combat training, you can choose one fighting style from the list below, or any fighting style available to a ranger. You can't take a fighting style option more than once, even if you later get to choose another. If you choose the fighting style feature, it replaces the combat training feature, including the additional combat training selections you gain at higher levels. So that means you would get archery, the +2 bonus to attack rolls you make with ranged weapons. Defense, while wearing armor you gain a +1 to AC. Dueling, when you are wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls with that weapon. 2-weapon fighting. When you engage in 2-weapon fighting, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack. Hunter's Fit. At 3rd level, you learn the skills needed to perfectly fit a suit of medium armor to your body for maximum comfort and performance. You adjust straps to the optimal length, pad areas as needed, cover reflective surfaces, muffle metal contact points, and add additional straps or leather reinforcement to make the armor ideally suited to you. This process requires leatherworker's tools, 2 gold pieces worth of material, and 2 hours of work, which may be part of a long rest. It is a highly personalized process that requires you to don and doff the armor multiple times to check the feel of one piece, so you cannot perform this type of fitting for anyone else. Once complete, the armor's maximum dexterity modifier increases by 1, and it is no longer applies disadvantage to your stealth checks. Yo! These benefits only apply when you wear it. If someone else wears a suit of armor you adjusted through this feature, it performs as it would normally would. Yo! That's awesome! Oh man, that is sick. Okay, level 3, we also get the Warden Arc Type. When you reach 3rd level, you select an archetype to pursue for the remainder of your career in the class. Your choice grants you benefits at 3rd, 7th, 11th, and 15th level. You may choose from the Slayer, Stalker, or Banner of the Wyvern archetypes. Ability score improvement, just the same as it is for all the other classes, well, most of them. 4th, 8th, 12th, 16th, and 19th level. You can increase one ability score of your choice by 2, or you can increase 2 ability scores by 1. You can increase an ability score above 20 normally using this feature. We do get extra attack at level 5. So you can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn. Uncanny Awareness. At 6th level, your training and expertise prepare you to react to danger at the first sign of trouble. When you roll initiative, you may discard your result after rolling and instead choose to act immediately after whichever member of your group acts first in the initiative order. You share the same initiative count, but your ally acts before you. After using this feature once, you cannot use it again until you complete a short or long rest. So this is something you would definitely want to use for a desperate fight. For one where you are outnumbered, where you need to go as soon as possible. That is really cool. Survivalist. When you reach 6th level, you gain proficiency with 1 skill from the Warden list or 2 tool sets of your choice. At 13th and 20th level, you gain proficiency with another skill from the Warden list or 2 additional tool sets of your choice. That is awesome. That is dangerous depending on your build. Hone skill. When you reach 9th level, choose 1 skill from the Warden list with which you are proficient. You gain specialization with that skill. When you reach 17th level in this class, you gain specialization with a 2nd skill from the Warden list with which you are proficient. Duck and cover. When you reach 10th level, your reflexes and training allow you to use a battlefield to better effect. When you have half cover, the bonus to your AC and dexterity saving throws is +3 instead of +2. If you have 3/4 cover, the bonus becomes +7 instead of the usual +5. Oh, I love it. That might be overpowered, but I don't know. I'll have to test it. Vigilance. At 14th level, your long practice of being highly alert and aware of your surroundings instills a perpetual watchfulness in your bearing. You have advantage on all perception checks. I approve. On your feet. At 17th level, pure grit and determination have hardened your mind and body to the limit of mortal capacity. If you spend 1 minute resting and recovering with minimal activity, you gain the benefit of a short rest. After using this feature once, you cannot use it again until you complete a long rest. That is awesome, especially if you are in like a long dungeon crawl, or you are in, well, like the way I've done things, you're in the forest and you're just getting hit by multiple attacks. If your DM rolls random encounters and they're constantly rolling 18, 19, 20, forcing encounters or whatever table they use, that's useful. And then lastly, Taskmaster. When you reach 20th level, your training and experiences allow you to recall and apply your lessons even under the harshest circumstances. When you make an ability check using any skill from the Warden list and the check fails, you can re-roll the ability check and use the better result. If you made the roll with advantage or disadvantage, you only use a single die when you re-roll. You can use this feature no more than once per turn. Ooh, okay. Here we go. The Warden Arc Types. The final version of the Warden appearing in the Guardians of Secret and Shadow resource will include several archetypes, including Master of the Hunt, Slayer Stalker, Striker, and Woodland Hero. This playtest preview only includes the Master of the Hunt archetype. Alright, so Master of the Hunt. Whether guiding a party through a darkened wood, tracking a monstrosity terrorizing the countryside, or laying traps for invaders, the Master of the Hunt is the ultimate hunter. Exuding competence and reliability, these warriors are comfortable in the wild and proficient enough to keep others functioning effectively. Study Prey. When you select this archetype at 3rd level, you learn how to read opponents to find openings in their defense and flaws in their fighting style. You can use a bonus action to assess the current movement and tactics of one creature you can see in combat. When you do, you may deal precise strike damage to the chosen creature with any one of your weapon attacks that turn, even if you do not meet the requirements for precise strike. If you use Study Prey on a creature and you meet the normal requirements for precise strike, you deal an additional 1d6 damage through your precise strike feature when you hit. Study Prey lasts for 1 minute or until the creature you study dies. Okay. Blood Scent. Starting at 7th level, you can spend 1 minute focusing all your senses and awareness on one specific creature, as if concentrating on a spell. During that time, you note their scent, footprints, movement patterns, and any other evidence of their passing, or you call those things to mind from your previous interactions. Once you do, any ability checks you make against the creature using your perception or survival skills gains a bonus to ability checks, and their passive scores equal to half your proficiency bonus. Ooh, okay. In addition, you have blind sight to a distance of 15 feet when detecting that creature. Oh, I love that. This feature remains in effect until you choose to end it, use it again on a new target, or begin a short or long rest. You cannot use this feature on a creature you don't know or have never interacted with. Okay. Expert Trapper. When you reach 11th level, you have mastered the use of your Hunter's Kit. You gain Specialization with your Hunter's Kit and 1 skill from the Warden list with which you already have proficiency. So I can see why Specialization is preferred, because Expertise is just OP and game breaking for these skills if you were to use this class and Expertise. Hunter's Instinct. At 15th level, when you use your Study Prey feature, all attacks you make against any creature of that type gain the benefit of the feature for 1 minute. For example, if you study an orc, you gain the Study Prey bonus against all orcs for 1 minute, not just the one orc you studied. This benefit ends for the chosen creature type if you use it on a different creature type. In addition, you may use your Blood Scent feature with 1 action and may focus on multiple targets of the same creature type. For example, if you use Blood Scent to focus on a blue dragon, it can be used on all blue dragons. That is going to be the main focus for this video for today, just focusing on the class and the 1 subclass shown in the preview. There are more things in the PDF, just 2 more, I believe. Let me double check. I know that it's got the new tool, the Hunter's Kit, listed in there with everything that comes with it and what you can do, as well as a new faction called the Order of the Black Arrow, which I briefly talked about in, again, my previous video. Yeah, so that's all that's left in there. The last page, however, I can go ahead and throw up here on the side of the screen for you to glimpse at while we finish this video out. Again, this is a playtest preview. It is free to download and access the PDF. Again, it is through drivethrurpg.com. Link directly to it is in the description box down below. It will be listed as Warden Playtest PDF. I am super excited for this book. I love when we get new subclasses, which we are going to be getting quite a bit of new subclasses for all the classes except for the Artificer. But we are also getting new classes like the Warden. Again, I'm referring to the previous video I've done because we went through so much information, and most of what I was given I put in there. So to give you an idea of what this project is going to be, I will be doing a video for the new toolkit and the new faction. They'll all be put into the next video. Again, Matthew Yarrow, thank you so much for bringing me in on this information. I cannot thank you enough for that, but also thank you so much for trusting me with the responsibility of spreading awareness of this project, this resource book that you are all working on at Homebrewed Games. Again, I just cannot wait. Super, super excited. Please, if you've not already, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification so you get notified when my videos go live, and you are going to want to check out the next video on this playtest preview. And please go to their Facebook, give them a follow, check out their website, go to the early promo for the Kickstarter. Will also be in the description box down below, so you can click on there to save it to notify you when the project goes live. And check out the previous videos I've done for Homebrewed Games. One of the videos is for the information on this upcoming resource book. I have 2 videos on their Druids Secret of the Primal Circle book. One is the unboxing video, and one is my top 5 picks as a DM for from that book. Definitely gonna want to check that out if you're a DM. Again, just please like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell notification for my channel to keep you in the loop on this stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and end it there because you have all seen me ranting already, and I will continue to rant on if I am given the opportunity. So I'm gonna cut myself off there. So please take care of yourselves, and as always, until next time, hobby on.